Breaking news in Washington, y'all. Washington has put kicker Austin Seibert on the IR for the rest of the season, and Chris Rodriguez Jr. has been signed back as a running back, which we all anticipated after both of our running backs went down versus Dallas. Let's talk about it. Told you I'd pop back out for a second if we get some of the news that we were waiting for, and we all were anticipating what the move was going to be on the running back front. Didn't figure they would release the kicker, but this might as well be a release at this point. Austin Seibert has been designated to the injury reserve, the IR. It is the Zane Gonzalez show. So kicker number 6 for the permanent gig here in DC in the 2024 season. And what that makes me feel is he was healthy enough to play Sunday, but now he's back on the IR. That doesn't make sense to me. Is he on the IR with a bruised spirit, for shame, for torn confidence? The hell is he on the IR for? Because if he's hurt, then somebody has to answer the question as to what the hell he was doing on the football field on Sunday, where he missed the extra point that ended up costing us the game, even though there were a lot of other reasons that we lost. But those who wanted Zane Gonzalez, we are now on to kicker numero 6 on the 2024 season, and we brought Chris Rodriguez Jr. back in the fold at running back, and that is nothing to scoff at because he's going to have to play a pivotal role for this team in these coming weeks in must-win situations for the end of the season. My boy has kicked his last knuckleball, man. Everybody pour one out for the legend that was Austin Seibert. Came in here 7 for 7 in his first game, won us a football game in which we didn't get in the end zone one time, and now we're in December, putting him on the IR to close the year after he played on Sunday and had a disastrous performance. It be like that in the lifespan of a kicker in the league. It be like that sometimes. Zane Gonzalez, you're now up. Bro, we really put him on IR. He wasn't healthy. He should have stayed with Zane. On God. And my boy Lake said he looked good in warm-ups the other day, but somebody got to answer for that shit because IR, what's he on IR with if he was healthy enough to play on Sunday? Did he re-aggravate his hip injury on Sunday, or is he just injured with shame, with embarrassment, with regret? What is he on the IR for now, guys? Yeah, eventually we got to get one of these young hotshot kickers at some point and never look back at the kicker position ever again and just work with him. Work with him and deal with whatever comes with him. What's going on, man? DQ not going for 2 is a cardinal sin. Well, we did get a 2 earlier in the game, too, so I hear you. Bro, this is a favor because he did good earlier in the season. Yeah, they're looking out for him because they could easily just release him, but I guess they're doing the fine business thing of keeping him around on the roster, man. I'm back to life, as you can see. I got my color back. I got my personality and my voice back. I'm feeling all right, man. I appreciate you asking that. No, that's real shit. I think he played injured Sunday. I think so, too. My uneducated opinion says Austin Seibert does not want to go back to the unemployment line or to the soup kitchen. He wants to stay full-time employed by the Washington Commanders. So he said, babe, I'm going to tell him I'm fine, and I'm going to go out there and play. I hope it was the injury because he stunk it the fuck up on Sunday. But just like the rest of the team did, though, as well, it was not fully on the kicker. But he definitely didn't help. He definitely didn't help at all. It is now the Zane show. We're on the kicker number 6. This got to be a record for kickers gone through in one season. 6th kicker. Let me see if I can name them all off the top of my head. Ramses Ahmed, Brandon McManus, Riley Patterson, Cade York, Austin Seibert, Zane Gonzalez. Remember that jersey we used to wear for all the Washington quarterbacks listed on the back of it over the last 25 to 30 years? We're now doing that, but with kickers, though. Buddy hurt his man bruised spirit. Yo, could you imagine seeing the injury report like torn soul, bruised spirit on the injury report? In parentheses, that shit says ego. He missed 2 extra points and a field goal and the kickoff. The kickoff that Turpin decided to run. I don't know why. It was going straight out of bounds, and Turpin said, fuck it, I'm going to run it. But, and that is what I want to get to the bottom of, Herb. Somebody got to answer this shit because he clearly was not healthy. Why was he on the football field on Sunday? He's a kicker. He's a kicker. That is one position where if you're hurt, you don't belong on the field because you got one job to do. If you have an ailment that doesn't allow you to do your one job, what are you on the field for? I'm telling you, bro, Austin Seibert probably went to Adam Peters' office and was like, look, Adam, I'm fine. I'm good to go. I got y'all. This is what y'all brought me here for. He probably gave him a Shakespearean style soliloquy to put them on that field. And he must have had a bang up week in practice, but I saw a guy that looked defeated in the face before the ball was even kicked on that game-tying extra point, man. What up, what up, what up, Sheen? How you doing today, Sheen? How we doing, family? IR after he got jumped by the locker room. Jumping the kicker sounds like the funniest shit ever, yo. Austin Seibert was a nice Cinderella story. Man, it was beautiful, man. It was very rags to riches, like watching a guy go from not having a real job in the league to being, he came in and won special teams player of the week, man. Who's to say his story is over here? But in 2024, I think his story is over here in DC. Y'all heard Sheen. Smash that like button for your boy. I just think somebody needs to come to a podium tomorrow and explain themselves, because if the kicker needs to go to the IR because he's injured, the fuck was he playing on Sunday for? Because that hurt us. That definitely hurt us. Bruised spirit, torn. I want to thank you. You're my best enemy to watch, man. Rio, not Rico, but I do got Rico in my name, though. My middle name is Juan Rico. But respect to y'all. Respect to y'all. I can't wait to not watch y'all on Thursday versus the Giants. I'm probably still going to watch it, though. I used to play soccer and was the designated free kick taker from my squad. Get me them connects. I'll kick us to a rank. Jared, we got to get you out there then, man. We got to get you out. At this point, anybody can get the job. We handing the kicker job to anybody who wants it at this point. This is the 6th kicker of the season. Yeah, I think IR was just to let him save face, let him keep his little roster bonuses for the rest of the year, get his little last couple game checks, and then at the end of the season, we need to draft a kicker at some point. How the hell a kicker get hurt? Hurt ego? That's what I'm saying, bro. A kicker that was already hurt was suddenly healthy and now back hurt again. Yeah, it smells of we're gonna IR you as a favor, as a gift, because we are grateful for the services you provided weeks 2 through 12. Weeks 2 through 11, because that last couple weeks was some bullshit. He drilled one from the logo in warmups. Yeah, Lake said he was booting them from 60 in warmups. He was hitting everything right down the middle, all of that. So it ain't a health reason why he was missing. He just didn't have the juice on Sunday. He looked not confident in his abilities. But moving on, we did also sign Viliami Fehoko Jr. to the practice squad again, and we released guard Marquise Haynes from the practice squad. But more notable, Chris Rodriguez Jr. is back. C-Rod, who we just released not too long ago, and like somebody said in the chat earlier, man's is going from being unemployed to possibly starting, because Chris Rodriguez Jr. is going to get a lot of work. He's going to get a lot of work, especially if B-Rob and Eckler can't go. But so we got hurt. The Godzilla, or whatever his name is, was really good kicker. I would bring him back. Rio, real good. I mean, right now it's the Zane Gonzalez show. It's the Zane Gonzalez show. Injury report: pulled point after attempt. After everything in that crazy ass game, we still had a chance. Wasn't wrong. You have one job. You got one job. Kick the ball. Tyler Ott, you got one job. Snap the ball. I will always, until the end of me, be a hater of special teams play. I hate special teams. I hate kickers. I hate punters. I hate holders, snappers. Shout out to Tress. Tress is a phenomenal human. I fucking hate kickers, bro. I want kicking out of football. We do have a new kicker all the time, man. Zane Gonzalez, let's ride. Appreciate you, JTF. That miss brought back memories of when we missed the game tying jump during the Saints during the 2009 season, wishing for better days ahead. Yeah, that did. That was the game where the Saints won the Super Bowl that year. That was the game, the Robert Meacham play with, who was it, Kareem Moore, who caught the pick and got bitched for the football by Robert Meacham. It reminded me of the game with Donovan McNabb at quarterback, where he threw the game tying or winning touchdown to Santana, and then we missed the extra point. Like that's some Washington shit. And I don't want to feel like old Washington. Sunday was very reminiscent and I was very used to that. Can we bounce back? I think we can. But we got to get back to it offensively. Who are you starting at running back if B-Rob and Eckler can't go? I know the easy answer seems like it would be Jeremy McNichols, because he's the third in the rotation and we're just bringing C-Rod back to the roster. How confident are y'all of a rotation of Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez Jr. over these next couple weeks? What are y'all thoughts on that? As an Eagles fan, I respect you, bro. Keep it always, man. And respect to y'all, man. Y'all hooping right now. I hate y'all, but I'm going to call it where it is. Your boy Saquon is in the MVP conversation, and if not MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, he got that shit on lock. Hold on, did we get a new kicker? Did we get a new kicker, or is it Zane? Did we get a new kicker? Or is it the guy that we've been rocking with? Did we sign somebody? Not that I know of, man. Broken Hope. What's up, man? What's up, man? Cyborg, man. He even had a nickname, dude. He had a nickname. He was him until he wasn't, man. Can we talk about how we also need a legit tight end, one that could block, catch, and get yak? For sure. I'm looking at that Tennessee boy. I'm looking at dude with the random name is not coming in my head right now. There's a couple tight ends in that class coming out that look interesting to me. I don't know what's out there in free agency, but we definitely need a tight end that can actually be a part of the passing game and give us something after the catch. I know everybody can't be Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers looks generational, but there's got to be more out there. There's got to be more out there, man, because having a young quarterback, having a reliable tight end to rely on is the ultimate security blanket. Ain't no security blanket here. It's Terry or bust over here, and sometimes Noah Brown. But we need something reliable over here. Confidence 50%. Need the running game to be consistent, because ain't no one making me confident that ain't JD5 and Terry. Oh, yeah, that's I feel the same way. Jaden needs more touchdown passes. Bo Nix starting to make a name for himself. Bo Nix is actually being helped by his wide receivers too. They're actually taking screens and taking plays and running them into the end zone. You know, I think he would have more if he could go out there and catch his own passes. And Bo Nix is definitely in the lead and in the driver's seat right now. Anything is possible if we could just get our shit together, man. We need to check on Darius. Darius Geis is probably a full-time streamer or some shit now. We need to play Ben Moore. I don't know if we need to, though, because them not playing him tells me that he may not be there yet. He may not be there. Draft a franchise kicker in the first round is crazy. Okay, Sebastian Janikowski. I remember watching that draft with my dad back in the day, thinking, I was like, can you draft a kicker in the first round? Is that a thing? You can draft a kicker in the first round? I didn't even know that was legal. Like, that shit was crazy. Is Jeffrey Simmons playing Sunday? Probably so. Probably so. Our receiving core could be banned. Terry and the guys, Terry and the gang, Terry and the backup dancers. Harold Fannin, the tight end from Bowling Green, he nice too. There's a couple, man. There's some guys coming out in this next class for sure. We need to use our tight end that we drafted. Ertz was good for JD5 and to show the rookie. Yeah, it's time to pass that torch at some point. But the thing is, what we don't see as fans is what practice looks like. And there's a possibility that we can't pass the torch because the torch is not ready to be passed. There's a possibility that Ben Sinnott not processing the offense, or he just doesn't look ready for anything more than a blocking role so far. The fact that Noah had Noah Brown being thrown at that many times is absurd. It's absurd. Is Fournette available or even worth the juice to score? Playoff Lenny. You know, if it came down to it, I wouldn't hate it. It would be another bruiser to add to it. Are we like allergic to putting a running back on this roster that could break a big run? Are we allergic to somebody who could turn up the field and give us a 50-yard gain or hit a homer? But like, I will take somebody that bats 199 right now that will crank a homer out every now and then, because somebody's got to be able to. We got a running game full of bruisers, thumpers, bowling balls. We don't got no bats that can knock that shit out the park. We need somebody that can change again. Like, you know how much you're asking Jaden Daniels to do when we don't have a single player that can make a big play on his own? You know, every quarterback is not going to put every touchdown in the end zone for the receiver. Sometimes you got to break a tackle, cut it up the field. A running back is allowed to break tackles, bust it up the sideline, and go 50, 60, 70 to the end zone. I'm not saying Saquon Barkley, because those type of running backs do not grow on trees. But God, are we not allowed? Justice Hill can run a 50-yard touchdown. Where are the Justice Hills of the world at? I just want one. I swore I did, man. Let me stop saying that P word. But man, need a big, thick running back. No home, bro. But Ashton Genty, he big, but he's a home run hitter. He's a homer. He Barry Bonds without the juice. What you think about the RFK Stadium getting passed? I think ultimately that's where the new stadium's going to be. It's going to be at the RFK site. And I think whatever they name the new stadium, it's going to end at RFK Stadium. Like, it's going to be FanDuel Sport or Bet US Superdome. No, I'm just kidding. FanDuel Superdome at RFK Stadium, whatever the new stadium is going to be. I think it's going to be there. But a little bit more to go there. They're going to wait as long as it takes to make sure they get it there. We need a one-cut runner like young Portis, but with breakaway ability, because the Black and Milds and the Henny used to get Portis caught in the open field, but he would break shit. One-cut runner. Home run hitter, man. Home run hitter. I need it, man. I need it so much. And we still have a lot of football left to be played this year. There's a lot of football left to be played this year. So while we're all crashing out, we still got time, y'all. And it has to start this week versus the Tennessee Titans. Cosme has been playing bad over the last few weeks. Omarion Hampton out of UNC, absolute dog. That is my type of running back right there. His usage in college is the only thing that would terrify me to draft him, because y'all know me. I don't believe in paying running backs. I believe you draft them. You run every bit of tread off the tire until the car is skidding on hubcap. And then you draft another one. Unless they want to take a cheap discounted deal to stay a part of what you're building there. So Omarion Hampton's coming in with like 50,000 carries into the NFL, but he's a dog. He's so nice, man. He's so nice. Don't say nothing, no. Don't say nothing, no. Don't tell my sponsor. We need to lock the fuck in and win these next two games so we can be 9-5. 9-5 sounds so good, you know. Nobody loves the words 9-5, but that shit sounds like the greatest shit in the world right now, considering how the last couple weeks went. Who was the cornerback we were looking at today? His name is Jerry Jacobs. He played for Lance Newmark's Detroit Lions last year, 27 years old, fourth year in the league. He had 3 interceptions in 12 starts, 55 tackles last year, played college at a community college, Arkansas and Arkansas State. You know, he's on the streets right now for a reason. He has decent size, 5'11", 203. That made me think, are we thinking about not playing Lattimore at some point, or are we just thinking of adding to the room? Hey, maybe they want to add a body because maybe they're going to release Emmanuel Ford. You never know. You never know, man. That Penn State tight end is what I be looking at. That boy, that's a difference maker, man. Another loss that we might be looking at being we're going to be doing mock drafts. We're going to be on this bitch doing team stream mock drafts if we lose this weekend. For those just pulling up to the chat, earlier we talked about Washington bringing in a former Lions cornerback and Jerry Jacobs. We just put our kicker on IR. He's cooked for the year. He's probably kicked for the last time in DC. And while he did so many good things for this team, even is up there for one of the highest scoring kickers in the league this year. In the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately league. And his last showing was ass. It was a 6-pack of ass, multiple missed extra points, a missed field goal, a botched kickoff, and probably forced himself out there before he was ready to be out there. What have you done for me lately is how the NFL operates, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? How you doing? I'm thinking a cornerback may be released soon, but that's just a guess. Hey, maybe they cut Forbes because he has no more point on this roster. Slide over, Giants. Too hot for us to be on top. Seibert made a selfish move. He knew he wasn't right. Hey, I ain't mad at that, though. I feel him, bro. I'm trying to keep a job, bro. I'm trying to keep a job, but it did cost us, though. It was very costly, but man. Shout out to Zane Gonzalez, though. Take us to the promised land, Zane. Make your kicks. Hopefully, we don't have to keep settling for field goals all the time. Titans may not. Oh, no. Titans will not be a cakewalk. This will be a close game on Sunday. And they can stretch that ball out. Westbrook Akine, he has been hooping the last few weeks, bro. That wide receiver been going crazy. Tony Pollard been eating, and Will Levis finally looks like an NFL quarterback. So, yeah, man, it might get different. What's up from Jackson, Mississippi? Been a fan since 82. What up? How we doing? Still glad that you have recovered from the pneumonia that John was trying to take. Bro, I was hurting, man. And it's an epic, like everybody's I know people in multiple states with pneumonia at the same time as me. I'm like, damn, I don't even go outside like that. The one day I decide to go out and do some Christmas shopping and essentials, I got pneumonia, man. That shit is wicked, man. I pray the pneumonia stays away from all of y'all. I don't know how to feel right now. We won, but a worse draft pick to me. We will get the running back from Boise State, so it don't matter if we win. Hey, we better stop playing or Dallas going to be right on our heels. They're going to be right on our head top. Dallas got the Giants Thursday. They're going to probably win that game. They got the Panthers coming up. So we talk about 5-6 wins. We look up, we lose to the Titans this week, and the Cowboys are a game behind us, and we play the Cowboys again. So we better stop playing. We better stop playing, man. Any news on Eck and B-Rob? Not yet. We're not going to have news on Eckler probably till Friday because the concussion protocol takes 5 days to get through. And I would say do not expect to see Austin Eckler. After hearing Brian Robinson talk on, I believe, the Junkies or JP and them show this morning, it was on one of them, he talked about the ligaments not being right in his ankle. I would guess he's not playing either because how many times are we going to throw B-Rob out there not 100%? He hasn't been 100% at any point this season for real. But I think it'll be later in the week when we get a true update on those guys. Yeah, I respect Seibert too, and I respect the good story. He got us out of hell at the kicker position. You know, Cade York could never. Riley Patterson could never. Ramses Ahmed could never. We wouldn't know what Brandon McManus could do because we didn't even waste any time. We cut bait with that before the litigations even went through. So, yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody got to come to the podium and bite the bullet for that shit. Y'all played a kicker that wasn't healthy on Sunday. What up, Asia? What up, Asia? Long time no talk. How are you doing? I hope you and the family are well. We need to, we won 100% running back will be on the menu when we get to the off season. We need Crowder for the return game. Shit, we need Crowder at receiver too, because at least old ass Crowder got some wiggle to him. He could do a little something with the ball in his hand, and we definitely need him in the return game because Olamide Zaccheaus, we're just praying he catches the punts each week. We're just praying he catches it. 300 in the chat, not enough likes. Smash that like, y'all. We got 300 in the chat right now. Another impromptu random breaking news stream. With 25 minutes in. I'm not going to go super long right now, but B-Rob needs to sit and heal shit. B-Rob may need to go to the IR too, man. But start playing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I know. Because another loss could end up being fatal real soon. We're not going to be able to keep holding on to that 7th and final P-word spot by the hairs of our chinny chin chin. How should we attack the Titans? Let Jaden cook and establish the run game. It's simple. What we did earlier this season, get back to it. Cliff, call an aggressive game plan, sir. We don't got time to keep playing not to lose. We got to attack cess and play to win and not play to avoid mistakes. What up, Sugar Daddy? What's up? What's going on, man? Your boys got us this weekend. I know y'all didn't want to win that game, but y'all got us, man. What is Crowder's injury? That is a great question. What is it, hamstring? What is the injury? It's something lower body, right? It's a good question. What is Jamison Crowder's injury? Let me look that up right now because I have no idea. Somebody in this chat knows. What is Jamison Crowder's injury? I'm looking it up right now because I thought it was like a hamstring. Calf. Is this calf? I tore my calf as a 9th grader playing freshman football, so I know how calves can be. Tore my whole gastrocnemius, and it was that day I learned a gastrocnemius was the main calf muscle. Always, Paul. You already know what it is, man. Yeah, OZ is very shaped. I just want him to catch it. I don't need him to do anything in the return game. He doesn't add much. Yeah, I'm definitely finally like symptom free. It took them like 8 days to give me an antibiotic, but once they gave me that, the Z-Packs got me back to life. Thank God. What up? If we do make if we don't make it and win at least a game. No, I don't know about winning a game. I just want to get there so we can have that experience and we will see what happens once we go there. You know? All jokes aside, we need to put Forbes back at punt return. His little skinny ass might get Looney Tune knocked out of his uniform, bro. I don't know, man. I see what you're doing, Jalen. That my man gonna do everything he can to get Forbes back in uniform. I respect the hustle. I respect you dying on that hill. Sometime we pick hills and we are going to go down with the lie, and we're gonna go down. We're gonna die on that hill, man. Torn confidence is what he has for real, though. Cliff dragged his nuts big time once, then seemed like he got satisfied. But yeah, exactly. It's time to pull him back out. Everybody's thinking too much now. We're thinking about failure. We're not playing without thinking, and it shows on the field offensively. We had 10 days off, and this loss to the Cowboys was alarming. I don't think a bye will make much difference with this current roster. We're going to see, man. Lake said that they said they was knocking him out. So maybe it isn't the injury. Maybe they're just doing him a solid by IRing him instead of just releasing him to seem like, oh, we released you because you lost us a game type shit. Tress Way been earning his bread lately. I know 17 kicks through like the first 8 weeks of the season, and in the last 17 punts. Like, man, it's been different, man. Forbes definitely got a fan for life or relative or something, man. Your special teams coach should be. I don't even know if it's the special teams coach, bro, but man, Jeremy Reeves got surfboard, shook out his shoes on that Cavante Turpin slow motion spin move, and y'all ran back an onside kick. That fourth quarter was just on drugs, man. That shit was on acid and 80s coke. But ah, for I hope he got his degree. I hope he got his degree. Somebody in the league will give him a chance, and if not, he will probably make a mighty fine DC defender. But we about to wrap this one up. We're at the 30-minute mark. Don't want to go too long on this one. Just wanted to touch base with y'all for a second. We re-signed Chris Rodriguez Jr. to the active roster. We placed Austin Seibert on the IR. He's pretty much donezo here. We signed Viliami Fehoko Jr. to the practice squad, and we released guard Marquise Haynes from the practice squad. I think he was just shook, and that moment was a little bit too much for him, man. Why ain't we doing RPO and passing? I feel like the RPO not even going to hit right now because we don't have an established run game. Our running game is in hell. So who are we faking on the play action in the RPO? I feel Peters and Newmark taking big time notes, and they're going to try to strike oil again. Yep, let them cook. We're going to be all right. On IR is like an injured cornerback after getting burnt. Yep. Hell yeah. You know, they got to fake like they pulled a hammy or something, but we know what that means for real. That spin was nuts. That spin was crazy because it was hesitant as hell. It looked like when the game lags when you're playing Madden, but man, end it before we go another hour. I'm about to cut this one, man. I'm about to get out of here. I got to run somewhere before I hopefully do this stream on the Commanders Kings channel later. But that's all I got for right now. I'm going to end it because, we can go on for days over here. Just a quick hitter for y'all, breaking the news and seeing how y'all feeling on this Tuesday evening. But the kickers cook. Pour one out. It was a good run, Austin Seibert. We're going to see. You can't release somebody who's hurt. True, but I don't think he's hurt for real. I think he was fine enough to play. But we're going to see. We're going to find out whenever anything else comes out about the running backs, etc. I'll be here to update y'all when it comes out. Hail to the Washington Commanders. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Bet US Sportsbook and Casino. Thank them for powering this video, this stream, and everything on the channel. YouTube 150 is the promo code on your first match deposit for up to $2,000. I am